Let's go sunning neath the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you breaking news from the observatory at Rockwell.
In over 20 years of broadcasting, I'm at a loss for words. I can only describe what I'm seeing as not from this earth.
Hello, friends. Have you ever gazed up into the night sky and wondered at the possibility of life on other planets? What marvelous beings might exist out there, hands extended in friendship, awaiting the moment when we humans take our first tentative steps into space? What tales will be told of that glorious day when we are first contacted by our brothers from beyond the stars?
All systems go, General. 4.
Come on, baby. Show us what you got.
3.
What the hell?
2.
What in the blue blazes is that?
1.
No, wait. Stop the countdown.
Incompetent fool. I should never have sent you.
What's shaking, Pox? You look a little, what's the word, constipated.
Let's just say I hope you turn out to be less of an evolutionary dead end than your predecessor.
You lost me.
Shall I tell you a secret? Few of our people know this, but the DNA patterns in our cloning banks are becoming more and more degraded with each new clone.
That's bad, right?
Only if we want to retain our immortality through cloning. Of course it's bad! I sent Crypto-136 in search of a planet we visited many eons ago. A planet seeded with pure Furon DNA.
Crypto-136, even being tortured as we speak.
Well, I wouldn't jump to any conclusion.
I bet you wouldn't. Let me tell you something, Pox. You're a smart cookie. But there's a time for thought, and there's a time for action. And this is one of those times.
Which?
The second one.
Perhaps you're right, 137.
Course I'm right. You kidding me? A cryptosporidium captured by a bunch of monkeys? We gotta go in. We gotta crack some craniums. We gotta rescue me. Him, he's gotta rescue me. I gotta... Brains, man. When do I get to blow things up?
Patience, Crypto, patience. I take your point. Prepare the mothership.
That's what I'm talking about. So, what's the name of this crummy planet?
Our destination. The planet Earth. Welcome to my little laboratory. You may not have known this, but I flatter myself to be something of an inventor. In my spare time, I've been developing some truly impressive weapon and ability upgrades. I'd be happy to share them with you. If you've got something for me in trade, say some of that delicious DNA you've collected. Alien upgrades it is. Step inside my shop. A saucer upgrade, perhaps? No? How about your gun or your abilities? Yes, your saucer is in need of some improvements. A saucer upgrade, perhaps? No? How about your...
At ease. I want to keep this briefing brief. Time is a luxury we do not have. The bombers are awaiting our word. The president is on hold and my car is double parked outside. Direct cable communication has been maintained with Washington, but there is no radio at all. Now this much is certain. We have recently acquired new information from Majestic about the imminent threat to mankind. This is the enemy. Take a good look, gentlemen. They hail from the planet Gorta in the Proxima Centauri system and call themselves Furons. Notice their oversized craniums and small status, but don't be fooled. They are mean, calculating, and ruthless. Here's some of what we do know. They use psychokinesis, and their ability to read minds is in proportion to their head size. They do not sleep and have a total disdain for humans. Think of us like cattle. They have 4 fingers on each hand, and they all have the same size feet. But that's not the worst of it. Their technology is generations ahead of ours. Their air power is superior, and their arsenal is frightening. From this ultra-high altitude infrared radioactive image, we can tell that the alien spacecrafts are heading for the cities of Santa Modesta, Rockwell, Uniontown, Capital City, and Area 42. In summary, we're being invaded. More disturbing evidence has emerged. We believe that several corporations have been aiding the Furons. THQ and Pandemic Studios are in bed with the enemy. Roll the film. From their innocent-looking headquarters in Brisbane, Australia, comes mankind's greatest threat. Using advanced technology known as a computer, they have developed an alien training aid. We believe they have been consorting with the Furons under our very noses for a number of years. What you are about to see are the traitors to mankind.
Who told you about the Furons?
Well, you know, they're fictional. They're something that we made up.
Don't know where you heard about them.
Crypto, he's a crazy little alien.
In the game, you get to play one of the aliens called Crypto Sporidium, and Crypto is the 136th clone of his line. The Furons have figured out how to clone people, and as a result, their race is dying.
You know, certainly it's very handy for them to get their hands on our DNA. You know, I know their gene pool's depleted, and a long time ago they put some of their DNA and mixed it with ours. But you know, it's just a game, right?
He's looking for brain stems. Brain stems that've got ancient Furon DNA in them. They need it to reinvigorate them, their own DNA pool. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand, but he's always out there, grabbing brains, human brains.
In real life, humans wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, you know, they're just puny and ineffective and pathetic, really. And an alien race of any substantial power, especially the power to traverse the interstellar reaches of space, would have absolutely no trouble conquering humans. So in the game, that's kind of the direction that we went.
It's funny also because it's the 50s and everybody laughs at the 50s. Everyone can see that's funny. But when you can go into that environment and mess with it as an alien, it's quite hilarious.
The lack of remorse is chilling. Well, let me tell you something. We ain't gonna get pushed around by no little four-fingered, big-headed midgets whose sole intent is to steal our NDA. DNA. Whatever. Roll the film.
Pathetic humans. All around town, you see them doing chicken dances. It's the Furon. He gets into their minds, their weak little minds.
We realised when we were making the game that any alien was bound to have superior mental and technological power.
The Furons have psychic powers in the game we're making, of course. They don't really exist. For instance, they have telekinesis. They can pick up objects and throw them around.
It's one Furon, Crypto. He uses psychokinesis and picks up the cows. I don't know what he does with them. Why the cows?
The ability to create illusions in the minds of humans.
They can project an image into the mind of other humans of a human disguise. They can walk amongst us. You would never know there's a Furon amongst you.
Yeah, they have psychic abilities. You know, they can read minds and...
That's not all. It gets worse. Guns, tanks, bombs. They're like toys against them. This is what we're up against. Roll the film.
They've got some pretty cool weapons, there's no doubt, particularly from the UFO. Well, UFOs definitely beat cars, there's no doubt about that, and gives you a much better view of the city and a bit more destructive power, and even on the ground, using a jetpack sure beats walking.
You've got your classic death ray, which is just sort of singeing through buildings and cars. Those cars can be picked up with the PK ability and set fires alight elsewhere. Then you've got your quantum deconstructor, which is like the all-out, the amazing weapon. It's the one that I guess you're not going to get many of in the game, and that's just going to blow everything to bits, basically. You can go down in third-person mode and get right up close to objects and people and environments, and you get these really nice high-res, detailed-looking areas, and then you can get up in your ship and just blow everything to bits, and all these massive effects and particles are just rendering at that time, and really that's quite an achievement in itself, to be able to have almost like two types of games in the one game.
The physics engine we use is called the Havoc engine, and it takes the realism of the game to another level. It really allows you to manipulate people in different ways and throw cars around and have car doors fly open and bits of cars go flying off.
The aliens have vastly superior technology, and there's no way that you're going to stop them. I mean, you have to warn people. I mean, you have to bring down the government to stop these things. You're going to have to do it!
The government are trying to cover up what's ever happened, all these strange occurrences that are happening in and around USA to keep the population calm, but I don't think they really know either.
The G-Men are purely fictitious characters we created for our game. The secret organisation they work for, completely made up. None of it's real.
There'll be panic. There'll be chaos. They'll destroy all humans.
Somebody ring my wife. I won't be home for dinner. Listen, there's no room for your mother in the bomb shelter. I gotta go. The whole world is waiting, for this will decide the fate of civilization. All humanity, whether we live or die, will depend on what we decide here in order to remind ourselves what exactly it is that we're up against. I asked the boys in the lab to cut together this next piece of film.
The coolest thing about the game is that you can take the form of an alien and run amok in human society.
50s America, I mean, let's face it, you've seen them. They've totally got it coming.
best thing about the game is it's different.
Oh, I just love being able to play the alien for once, and the bad guy becomes the good guy.
I love just getting in the UFO and just blowing stuff up.
It's funny to mess with people's heads. In this game it becomes a reality and he's fun.
I don't think you understand the kind of power that these guys have. I mean, they've got one mission on planet Earth. They've got one desire, and that's to destroy all humans.
This is no game, gentlemen. This is mankind's darkest hour.
Orthopox to Cryptosporidium 137. Come in, Cryptosporidium.
Crypto here. How's the view from the safety of the mothership?
Very funny. Let's just say I'm glad I'm up here and you're down there. Loathsome little planet. Now, Crypto, to ensure this invasion runs smoothly, it is imperative we identify the dominant life forms on this world. Those lactating bovoids are likely candidates.
Surely you don't mean those foul-smelling gas bags beyond the fence?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
But they're covered in nipples.
Now, Cryptosporidium! You may look and aim by physically manipulating the right analog stick. You can move about the area using the left analog stick. We can peer into the minds of lower life forms via the cortex scan. Rip the primitive, yet profound. Scan another one.
They eat with their mouths. Ugh, I think I'm going to be violently ill. Attention, Earth creature. This planet is now part of the Furon Empire. Your benevolent masters welcome you. At this time, we wish to abduct you for the purpose of scientific research. The procedure will be protracted and invasive. Do you have any objections? Earth creature, I am addressing you. Respond or be vaporized. I don't care how many stomachs you have. I don't have time for this.
We Furons have evolved the astounding power of psychokinesis. Target an object or creature, then hold the L1 button. Keep holding, then tap the triangle button. Hold L1 button, then hurl the bovines by double tapping triangle button.
Martha, you didn't tell me we was having barbecue for dinner. Wait a minute, that ain't steak. That's holy mother... Martha, give me the shotgun.
Attention, you do in fact have weapons. Just hold the R1 button. Try it now. Give that puny farmer a taste of the old Zap-O-Matic.
Not green.
Oh, what are you? From outer space? Varmint? Get away from me, you're running up. My shotgun must have a weapon. Space invaders! You pesky varmint! I'm gonna fill you full of buckshot. Woo! America! Love it or leave it! Ah!
Evening, Ms. Turnipseed. We got a call from Farmer Dixon over the other side of the state road. Said he heard some pretty strange noises coming from over this way.
What is that? A new silo?
Crypto! That human law enforcement officer is attempting an unauthorized entry of your spacecraft. If those pea-brains were to get their hands on your quantum deconstructor, they could rip a hole in the space-time continuum. Oh, the furonity. Vaporize them, Crypto!
Don't panic. You'll be okay up there. How about you?
Crypto, my radar shows more humans approaching. Hurry to the saucer!
Looks like I picked the wrong day to stop wearing diapers.
Use your left analog stick to propel the saucer forwards and backwards, and to strafe left and right. To turn the saucer, use the right analog stick.
Move out, man! Move! 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 I don't know, but I've been told Joe McCarthy's good at
Oh, great! The human military-industrial complex. We can't allow them to alert their leaders to our presence. Exterminate them! Now!
Open fire!
Look out! There are more to the north in the bushes! The humans are making a final push! Wipe them out once and for all!
Did you see what I saw?
You bet your sweet ass I did. What did you see?
Little green man in a flying saucer wiping out the best infantry unit in the U.S. Army.
Right, good. Me too. Green? Not gray?
Don't be a stiff. You know what it means?
Absolutely. What?
It means the papers got it right for once. Get on the horn to Silhouette. We've got the worst case scenario.
The eggheads were actually onto something? I don't believe it.
Believe it, Roswell was only the beginning. The invasion is on.
You little bastard! Not another one. Hey there, critter! That's a good fella. Don't run away. I heard one like that from old Uncle Pete. Take it outside. Oh, wait, sorry. Ouch! My butt hurt. Oh, Lordy. Oh, my God, here it goes. Yeah, look what you made. Oh, Lordy, I just lost it. Oh, my God, here it goes. Now look what you made me do. I'm afraid of you, space boy. Oh my God, here it goes. Oh Lordy, I just lost it. Ah! Ah! Oh my God, here it goes. Martha, get me the shotgun. I gotta kill me a varmint. I ain't heard one like that since old Uncle Cletus injured himself post-Thanksgiving blowout back in '42.
Crypto, you don't have authority to return to the invasion site. Crypto, you don't have authorization to... You have returned to the invasion site. Good work, Crypto! Now then, I know what you're thinking. What can I, a lowly novice, do to help bring about the destruction of Earth and the inevitable reign of the Furon Empire? Well, I'll tell you. It was in the earliest days of the Empire we realized our species was doomed. Eons of waging war on inferior races with unregulated atomic weaponry had mutated our genes. We could not propagate due to our complete and utter lack of genitalia. Fortunately, a Furon ship happened upon Earth on its way back from destroying the Martians. Human society was young and nubile. Sailors on a foreign planet, letting off steam, one thing led to another. Long story short, every human being alive today has buried deep in his genetic code a strand of Furon DNA. Over the eons, we've learned to clone ourselves, but with each iteration, the information degrades, and the results are increasingly unpredictable. The Furon genes in humanity's DNA are ancient, uncorrupted. They represent the future of the Furon race. If only we can get at them. Weapons and abilities. Wise choice. It might stop you getting killed by the humans so often. Step right. Here's the keys, and do be careful with this one, 00. I mean, Crypto. Just what you need. So... Roswell, Rockwell, that's the last time I take direction from a cryptosporidium. Crypto! I see a horde of humans up ahead, congregating at some sort of holy ground. Here's the plan. I want you to enter the fair, find a malleable human and lead it back to your ship for... questioning. Get the picture? Crypto! That human is aware of your presence. The more people become aware of you, the more chance that those human policemen and the military will come to investigate you and take you down.
Beat your heart out, Lana Turner. You got nothing on. Gosh, Uncle Stanley sure didn't seem like himself this morning. Maybe I should give Miles a call. Rod, sir.
My brain is getting weaker. Weaker.
I don't know what it was, but it curled my toes.
What we need is the dumbest, weakest-willed, most malleable human we can find. Admittedly, the competition will be fierce. You just have to scan them all.
So that's what they mean by a roll in the hay. What? Seems like a whole lot of nothing to me.
How the hell am I supposed to run in these shoes? Shiny, shiny shoes.
Yeah, town's doing great, business is booming, hope is on the way, yada, yada, yada. Let's barrel through this puppy so I can get down to the real business of governing. Making time with the delicious
It's
Miss
a free
Rockwell.
country. This human seems to be onto something. Will wonders never cease? Keep scanning the humans.
You want something?
What I need is Cary Grant and Gary Cooper. Now that's what I call town and country. I'm feeling wild today. Maybe I'll try riding that thing bareback. Mr. Ed versus Francis the Talking Mule. Now that's a debate I'd like to see. I put a carrot on, got my bus ticket. Hollywood, here I come. Save me a seat at Schwab's.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Whoa, doggy! You check out the games on the runner-up. That's what.
I want to marry Miss Rockwell, but instead I gotta sit here hour after hour, day after day, watching this dying wheel go up and down, round and round, over.
Yes! Like proteins from the primordial ooze, a pattern is emerging. Scan some more human minds, Crypto! All right, Crypto. I've analyzed all the thoughts you've collected, and I think I've isolated the perfect subject for you to...
Probe and vaporize?
No. Abduct and bring back to the mothership.
My way's more fun.
Abduct, not vaporize.
Okay, but humanity ain't gonna annihilate itself, all I'm saying.
Can I finish?
Can I stop you?
As I was saying, the newly crowned Miss Rockwell looks like a prime candidate for testing. She's envied and desired by other humans. She's highly persuadable. Best of all, she apparently has a brain the size of a peanut. Hypnotize her and send her back to your ship for collection.
Little green men! Wait!
Communists! We're under attack! Just as well. I've still got half the...
I want to thank all the little people, but there's no time. Gotta go! La 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 la. la 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 la. And lots of wavy hair like liver. Wait a minute. Where am I? This sure doesn't look like the pie eating contest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What's happening? Oh, God, please, no. Oh, it tickles.
It's probing time.
Oh, yeah, right there. That's the spot. Oh, that is delicious.
So vocal, so responsive. This is gonna be good. Never fails.
Hurry, Crypto! The authorities are on their way! Get in your saucer!
Pro-communist activities reported. Extra patrols have been sent to check out the situation.
Alien upgrades it is. Step inside my shop. Good to go. Don't use it all in one place. I must look like the most gullible Furon in the universe. We are living in a material world, Crypto. Did you want a saucer upgrade? Saucer upgrade it is. And Crypto... a saucer upgrade, perhaps? No? How... Crypto! Those nearby bovoids are emitting unusual levels of radiation. Stop wasting time and investigate them immediately! Brains? Healthy green glow? Those human fools! Clearly they've genetically altered these pathetic gas bags and turned them into radioactive exploding zombie cows! Show them the folly of their mad science! Put me down!
Let's do this.
Nightstick, check. Taking bribes from local gangsters.
What?
Where did he come from? Never mind that! You must stop him before he publicly reveals your existence.
Where is the police commissioner?
Here, pussy,
He was
pussy,
designed to protect
pussy.
me.
That's right, big I'm scared of you and your
Crypto!
What?
You destructive fool! Our plans are ruined! Return to the mothership!
Curse you, pathetic humans!
Halloween, huh? Well, I came as a cop. You have the right to get your arse kicked. Trick or treat.
I'm losing focus.
You want a piece of me?
Possible communist activities have been detected. Patrols are on the lookout for any possible communist activities. Disturbances on the increase. Extra patrols have been sent to investigate.
You know what they say about a Furon with a really big cranium, don't you? Saucer upgrade it is. So what would you like to up? Crypto! Those nearby bovoids are emitting unusual levels of radiation. Stop wasting time and investigate them immediately! Brains? Healthy? No. Those human fools! Clearly they've genetically altered these pathetic gas bags and turned them into radioactive exploding zombie cows! Show them the folly of their mad science! Where did he come from? Never mind that! You must stop him before he publicly reveals your existence.
Where is the police commissioner? He was assigned to protect me.
Every one of the dang cows, then it looked like it stuck some sort of device up the poor thing's
Claptrap, and after all that, I didn't even get to see Miss Rockwell. She just walked right on by with her.
Crops laid out flat in circles like a 4th of July pinwheel. I told Edgar, there goes our savings. No new shoes for the twins, and I guess Darlene's just gonna have to live another year with that overbite.
Greetings, fellow human agricultural engineers. There is nothing going on here. Everything is normal. Carry on with your pathetic human lives. That is all.
Now, wait just a cotton-picking minute. Mr. Mayor, I've lived in this town all my life, and I voted for you twice in the last election. Now, I'm entitled to a gall-darn answer. If they ain't nothing going on here, how come all my cows is glowing like lightning bugs? What you say to that, whippersnapper?
That? Well, that's just the healthy inner glow that comes from chewing a cud of fresh green Rockwell grass. Why, I chew it myself all the time. Got some in my craw right now. Better than snuff. You want to know what's been going on around here? I'll tell you what's been going on around here. Communism, that's what. I kid the flying saucer freaks, but seriously, they have a lot of local to ostracize, but the inbreeders. Bada bing! Is this thing on?